Let's talk about snacks, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about snacks. Let's talk about snacks. Welcome to Dinner Party Tonight. Today we're gonna make snacks. Things that you can serve at a cocktail party, things you can make just to eat when you're watching 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, or the franchise Love in Paradise, or Seeking Sister Wife, which I am now completely addicted to. We're gonna make some homemade potato chips. Now you do need to fry these, but it's not scary. Don't worry, it's easy. We're gonna make melon pickles. People love these in my house. We're going to make firecrackers. Bing, 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 bang, 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 bang. And we're gonna make pigs in a blanket, but we're gonna make them with puff pastry. And then, dun, 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 Lynn's fantasy is finally coming true. We're going to make a cheese ball. Homemade potato chips, although not quite as thin as the ones made in a big factory, are really, really, really good. And they're not that hard to make. And the code to make them is slice 'em, soak 'em, dry 'em, fry 'em. Slice 'em, soak 'em, dry 'em, fry 'em. You have to slice the potatoes really thin as you can, using the deadly mandolin. This weird thing that I bought like 25 years ago, it's amazing. It's a set thickness. It's dirty because I sliced some. It's a set thickness. You can't change the thickness. This is an excellent, this is Kuhn Recon, I believe. It's an incredible mandolin. This is the fancy one. This is adjustable, you see that? You screw this up or down, and it moves this up or down. You can use this or not. You have to soak them. Now, why do you have to soak them? Slice them, soak them, dry them, fry them. Boom, boom, ba boom. You have to soak them because they have too much starch, which you would think is part of being a potato. But you want to get rid of some of the starch. So these I already sliced. They're quite delightfully thin. Ooh, you're so slim. And they've been soaking for a little bit. So you can basically soak them for the amount of time that it takes you to cut them. Does that mean that the last potato you cut will be less soaked than the others? Yes. You're just soaking them for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, okay? And I'm going to show you how to slice a potato on a mandolin. Don't be a hero. The mandolin's gonna hurt you if you try to be a hero with it. It's really, really dangerous, okay? The reason it's dangerous is because you think you can slice something this small. And what happens is you do 2 slices at this size, the next slice is your entire hand. Like a potato chip. So I'm using regular old russet Idaho potatoes. I would use these. I don't know the real reason why you're supposed to use, they have less personality issues. You can get half moon slices if you tilt it or move it. So mark yourself, right? Did I get a full slice? I did, well, kind of, all right? Get a firm, even pressure. Firm, even pressure. Don't try to go back and forth even though the mandolin does cut both ways because you're more likely to get half moons, which I'm getting for some reason. So I'm turning it occasionally so I don't get one side with a little bevel. So you can see the water is a little cloudy. That's the starch coming out. You have to obviously wash your potatoes before you do this. All right, soak away. This is Mr. Chigman, my Tefal Ultimate Easy Clean. What is the scariest thing about it? Well, if you watch Dinner Party Tonight, it's putting the oil back into the reservoir. What happens, you ask? Well, watch that episode. What they don't tell you is that this, which is the oil reservoir, is not attached. It's a lid, okay? So when you pick this up and somehow pour it in here, you have to hold it really tightly. As tightly as you can. And pour the oil back into the reservoir. I'm going to turn it to fry. Okay, so I'm putting this in to see if there's enough oil. I could use a little more oil. That's plenty. The whole thing is scary, but it's also completely safe because it's well made. Plug in your fryolator. There's a switch also. And I forget where you want to be, 370 or something for this? In the time that you are waiting for it to heat up, you can start the laborious process of drying your potato chips, which takes a long time. It's just such a hard, long job. I wish I had a friend to help me. Who could it be? It's my friend Jyllian. Hi, James.
Jim.
I've known Jyllian for 33 years.
Sure.
She insists that when we reconnected when I was 23, that I was wearing a turban. I was not wearing a turban.
you were?
No, I was not.
I'll show a picture.
No, I was wearing a backwards
provide that for you.
policeman's hat. I was not wearing a turban.
I'll provide the photo.
Will you help me make some potato chips on
love
dinner
to.
party tonight? Here's an apron. So let me show you. People find these very
Let me
confusing.
turn around this way
Nope.
to put my apron
Nope.
on.
That's her nickname. It's also my nickname. Do you know why? Because one time I said Jilly, and Jyllian thought I said Jimmy.
I didn't know that.
That's how it started.
Oh.
So we call each other Jimmy.
But you call me James,
Yeah,
and I call
James.
you Jim.
Yeah, Jim. Here, so put your head through here. And then put your arms through there.
Neat.
So these are from Rough Linen. And mine is from Pipsqueak Chapeau. Jyllian is an accomplished documentarian filmmaker. She's made a lot of great, great movies. The first one that I saw was called Pull Out, where she went back to all her ex-boyfriends and asked them what went wrong in the relationship. It's very amazing and vulnerable movie. And they said a lot of pretty intense things to you.
Yeah. And I still continued to live my life.
Yeah,
and it was fine.
it's a brave movie. Then you made a movie about some friends, actually mutual friends, starting a school from square one called The New Public. That's great. And now you're working on a movie called Sunset and the Mockingbird about Junior Mance, the great jazz pianist. And it's very beautiful. It's really about Gloria, his wife.
Yeah.
And their relationship. He had Alzheimer's or dementia.
Dementia.
And it's an amazing story about the music drawing him through his life to the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's really good.
She knows about me.
She's excellent. She's very good. So we're going to dry potato chips. Here we go. So how do you dry potato chips? You can't rush this. Put the potato chips in a single layer. Don't try to do too many at once like I just did.
Okay.
You
Like
really,
cookies.
You really got to dry it. But everybody thinks you're like a genius if you make homemade potato chips. It's so easy.
I'll freak out if I make potato chips.
Well, here we go. We're making them right now. So let's put your dry ones here.
How dare you? What if you don't have an air thing like that?
You can do it in a pan. Easily. So one of the reasons we're drying them is so they don't spit like crazy in the oil. And it makes them crispier, and it's a real dry, it's a pain in the butt, but there you go. Wish I hadn't cut so many potatoes now.
Well, there's editing.
It's also going to take forever to fry all of these.
There's editing.
This water should have been salted, so you have pre-salted potato chips. So this is, it's dangerous, okay? If you have a Tefal and you hook it on this thing, be sure that you hooked it, because if you drop it, what's going to happen? Disfigurement.
Oh,
Okay.
that's much more than I thought was going to happen.
So I'm going to see how many we can do at once. I don't think we can do that many. It's the exciting part.
I love chips.
When we take them out, I'm gonna dump them in there, and you're gonna salt and pepper them and move them like this, okay?
So an apostrophe and a comma went to couples therapy. You know why?
Why?
Because the apostrophe was possessive. But the comma still didn't want to end it.
That's good.
Thanks.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Okay. Yep.
Potato chips, la 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 la, potato chips. Salt them.
Yes, sir. Oh my God, they're beautiful and they have little moons on them. These are amazing smells.
Be careful you don't put too much, because remember they're all going to be that way.
Look at that. Oh,
Come on.
look at that beautiful.
That's
it's
a lot
like
of salt, honey. They're really good.
oh my God.
Adam here. Isn't that delightful?
They're so light.
They're so delicious. Also, people are so impressed. They're like, oh my God, you made potato chips, you know? You can put smoked cayenne pepper mixed in. You can sprinkle vinegar on them. You can put vinegar in the water.
Herbs.
Sure.
Let's go.
Salt them up.
But
Not too much
probably
salt.
not. Actually, I don't really need to salt them from the last time.
You can make these, it's several days in advance if you store them correctly.
How do you do that?
I would put a desiccant in there, but you could just put them in an enclosed, dry box.
What's desiccant breakdown?
See if you can figure out what it means.
D.
No, desiccant.
No, D is the first part, Latin for D, un.
Correct.
Secant, which is something about being dry because of the French word sec,
Correct.
which must come from a Latin word that is secco.
You're absolutely correct. Yes. So desiccant is a drying agent.
Oh.
Do you want to try putting a lot of them in all?
Yeah, let's see what happens. Whoa, you just put a whole bunch of chips in there.
I'm willing to try it.
It's the mistake of putting too many chips in, possibly.
Yes.
What are you doing with that knife?
I'm pushing down the chips so that they all...
You can't keep a good chip down. That's what I'm good for, by the way, taking a risk at jokes.
Let's, you're good for a lot more than that.
Oh, bikini models?
Let's see what happens. It might be absolutely fine. Let's try, you want to try a little other seasoning?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have everything bagel seasoning. You want to try
Oh,
that?
yeah. I'm glad I washed my hands before I did this,
Yeah.
because then they would taste like the Subway. Subway chips. They could use a schmear.
Everything bagel. This one little jar holds that touch of texture you need with all the flavor that you crave. Crunch toppers provide a finishing touch to your favorite recipes, from avocado toast to hummus to potato chips to your perfectly broiled salmon. It has sesame seeds, garlic, black sesame seeds, toasted onion, poppy seeds. Ooh, that's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is fine.
Can we make the kind of chips that are sugar and salt?
Blah. Sweet potato chips?
Oh my God, who know? Everybody knows about it.
I wouldn't do that. You couldn't force me to do it.
You could force me to do it.
Hey, it's working.
Oh, fantastic.
All right, this will take care of this endless shooting of the potato chips thing.
I took a little sugar.
Please don't put it in the bowl.
I will not. I was just gonna put it on one chip.
That one's wet, so you can put it on there.
Thanks. If it's good.
There's no way it's good. I mean, it's unusual, probably.
It's fantastic. I highly recommend it.
It's a savory snack for cocktails. Too bad it's only 11:45.
Would you like to try it?
Oh, I'll try it, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
It's a little weird, James.
You know, popcorn, they do it on popcorn. Why not chips?
Still steaming. When it stops steaming, they're almost done. So putting in a lot worked. Yikes and Heimer.
Oh my gee. Okay.
James is going to use some Mexican lime seasoning from Spice House, which is really good. I forget what's the brand name? Tajín, right.
All right.
So now move it around a little bit. All right, here we go. So I learned something today, which is kind of important. You can put a lot of chips in here.
Oh, just this one stuck one.
Oh. Those are great. Look at those.
That is worth it.
Yep. Oh. This is the way to go. Dude, those are so good.
That's very good.
I'm going to use this every time I make chips from now on.
I need to taste it one more time.
But they need them for beauties, apparently.
Well, I'll take an ugly one. This one you would never film.
Slice them, soak them, dry them, fry them.
Let me see if I can remember that.
What do you do, James?
Slice them, soak them, dry them, fry them.
I'm going to dump these, James.
Yep. Do you want me to hold the bowl?
It's probably safer if I do. Okay, now just
Thanks.
quickly lime those. I'm going to turn off the fryer both ways with the dial and the thing. I'm going to cover it. It is lethal for another 40 minutes. Unplug it so it doesn't get pushed over. When it cools off, it will allow me to drain the oil into the pan. It won't do it if it's too hot. It's the most incredible thing I've ever bought. The Tefal Ultimate Easy Clean Fryer. Or as he's known in this household, Mr. Chigman. That's his name.
Oh, where did that name come from?
I just thought of it. So we made potato chips.
I'll say.
It was a little bit of a saga, but we made potato chips and we can't eat anymore because they need them for beauties, James. No? Potato chips. Do you know what we're gonna make now?
I have no idea.
We're gonna make melon pickles. I'm gonna tell you right now, they will change your buffet. People go bananas for these. They're very good with fish dish. You know, they're an appetizer. They're like a snack. Hey, that's what we're making.
That's my favorite food.
It's good to get a melon that is not totally ripe.
I really want to know how you know how to pick a melon.
This part of the melon, the bottom, should smell like melon.
Oh, it's very strong to me.
So you can see underneath the webbing, this is a cantaloupe. It's easy with a cantaloupe. It's still quite green in the webbing. This is not ripe. I can tell because it's green, but I want that. And it has a faint smell of melon. Here we go. So does that answer your question?
Yeah.
I'm cutting the melon in half. Oh, it's really not ripe. Ooh. So now I know it's not ripe because of the line of green.
So
okay.
I would have thought that was ripe.
It is ripe. You could eat it, but it's going to be hard, which is what we want.
Because you're pickling it.
Right, so this green line basically the thick one, disappears when your melon is ripe. James, can you scoop out? Yeah, scoop that out.
Okay.
So you need a melon baller, which is this. It has a hole in the bottom to release juice. I'm going to tell you, it's kind of a genius design. I'm now going to ball the melon. Now, yes, what?
Are melons in season when are melon season?
Well, nowadays they're in season all the time.
But really when
Summer.
are they? Okay.
Ball in the jack, ball in the melon. So this is not easy. If I went here, I'll show you what would happen. So that's actually not bad.
Oh, pretty good.
But it's actually a superb melon.
I know, it's really good.
You want to start in the flat part. Put the thing like this, push it in and turn it. You still have a flat bottom, but it's okay.
Is it possible to not?
No, it's very hard not to get a flat bottom. So you don't want that. And you can have a little knife with you to trim that if you want.
It's okay if there's a little green on it.
Yes, that's actually great. I'm purposely going close to the edge. You don't want skin though. Your friends are gonna love these. They go really good with cocktails. Now it gets more difficult. I'm going in the middle like that to try and get as many as I can that have, you see, that's not good.
No.
You can have that one.
Oh, thanks.
These will last. They will eventually soften, but I'm going to show you a magic ingredient. So what I usually do is I eat the rest of the melon.
Okay.
You have to be firm. Press in.
Oh, that was gorge.
Good one. Oh, I want to say something.
Uh-oh.
So Dan Maltwood at Pareusi, the greatest knives in the world, sent me a gift.
Oh.
He sent me an incredible knife bag.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. He sent me an example of their knife and fork. The fork is in the sink because I used it, but how beautiful is that? That's tableware. And he sent me a wine opener with a Pareusi logo, and then I purchased this carving set. Look at that. How proud am I going to be to take that out on a big party, right? Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart and from Dinner Party Tonight for all of your support. Dan. What do we want the pickles to taste like? Well, we're going to use not American-style pickle flavors. We're going to use rice vinegar like I usually use. We're going to use yuzu. We're going to use red peppers, star anise, green peppercorns, etc., and water, and a little bit of sugar.
Whoa.
Okay.
Half a jar of rice vinegar.
Well, I'm going to check. So nothing is set in stone. It's if you don't like it, you start it again.
Oh.
A couple star anise. They're beautiful looking. Maybe 3. A little bit of celery seed.
Why'd you go like this? Like you
Because
didn't...
who cares? A little bit of celery seed. Some green peppercorns because I love them.
How are those in relation to white ones? White ones smell like sweat.
Oh, I love them. I totally disagree with you. Great chefs swear by them. These are red peppercorns. I'm doing appearance, kind of. Now I'm going to put in a few nice-looking pieces of lime skin. I'm going to cut a piece of the lime, if I can, and then I'm going to make it look nice, okay? Little squares.
Yeah.
Little squares. I just cut these so they look
Oh,
pretty.
that was beautiful.
Okay. I might use a tiny bit of lime juice. A little bit of salt. I'm totally eyeballing this. Yuzu juice. Note, it's cloudy. So you don't want to put too much in here, okay?
Where do yuzus grow?
Now I'm going to put some water in it and taste the pickling liquid.
I'm going to smell the yuzu while you're doing that. It smells like a grapefruit and a lime had a baby. It's your best friend in the kitchen.
It is.
Now you like sugar.
So you see it's less attractive because of the cloudiness. So I would probably, well, I would definitely decant these into a bowl before serving. Ooh, that's good. Really good, right?
Yeah.
Top it up with some cold water.
When can we taste them?
I would let them sit at least 4 hours.
All right, let's see what it tastes like at 1 minute.
Oh, it's really good.
Wow, that's like a surprising.
It's delicious.
I can't wait to taste it in 4 hours.
Okay, these go in the fridge.
That's fantastic. What do you eat it with?
I serve it at cocktails. It goes really well with the tuna carpaccio.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a piquant condiment in a weird way. But don't serve it like this because of the cloudiness. Even though the yuzu is a beautiful part of the flavor profile, this is ugly, in my opinion. It's a little disappointing because it would look prettier in the fridge. And the fridge gets upset if there's ugly things in there. But anyways, I would put these in a little bowl with a little cocktail fork or 2 so people can put them on their plates. And that's it, melon pickles.
So you would serve them with, like, prior to a fish dish?
Yeah, or even if it was a casual dinner, they would just be on the table. You could put them next to your rice and your fish. I mean, they're really good.
Rice, right.
Yeah, people love them. I'm telling you, they disappear.
I could totally understand why.
Yeah, they disappear. People love them. Melon pickles. They also make a pretty good snack.
Snack? That's my favorite food.
Baby, you're a firecracker. Baby, you're a firecracker. Whoever dresses Katy Perry should be fired.
No comment.
Firecrackers. When we were looking for snacks, we wanted to do a snack episode because
It's my favorite food.
so Lynn found this Bon Appetit. They do shorts. They got really nuts with them during COVID, but they did some shorts about snacks, and one of the snacks seemed really bizarre and interesting to me. So we're going to make what they call za'atar firecrackers, but we're not going to use za'atar. We're going to use this, which is a mystery spice that my friend Shira Averbach brought me from Israel. I have no idea what it is, but it smells amazing. You use saltines. Like Triscuits, if you forgot about saltines, they're really good.
It's best food in the hospital.
Like you can eat half a pack of saltines. Take 2 sleeves of saltines. You need a Ziploc bag. You're gonna put half a cup of vegetable oil in here.
Vegetable oil is a fine oil to use, huh?
What? Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. For some reason, I just don't know what it means because that's such a broad category. Vegetable.
It's harmless. Okay, you can put a half a cup of olive oil.
Why do you mix oils and not just use olive?
It's their bizarre recipe. When I make something for the first time, I do what they tell me. Except I'm not using za'atar. Now we're gonna just flavor this. This is weird. Now if it works, it'll be hilarious. I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder in. This is incredible garlic powder called single origin. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this in. Okay, now we're gonna put quite a lot of this in. So if they want sesame seeds, we'll give them sesame seeds, right?
Along with 4 other things.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything bagel seasoning.
Okay, stop. Open this and pour it in there. This is literally the recipe.
This seems insane.
It's when I was doing it last night, and I made these, and I was like, this is not gonna work. But you know what? It did. Want a saltine?
Thank you. Do you want a saltine?
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm moving around this supposed liquid, and I'm trying to gently coat as many of the crackers as I can.
This is truly a turkey feathers recipe.
We used to do Jane Fonda aerobics, and sometimes Jane wasn't the leader. There was one thing where you're doing like a grapevine, and the lady goes, "Turkey feathers." I don't know. Like that.
Turkey, sachet! Here we go. Let's turn it. Give me some turkey feathers. I don't know.
Also, we say turkey feathers for when you mean I don't know now.
Yeah, turkey
after
feathers.
that.
Who knows? Yeah.
Like these crackers.
Well, I thought it was amazing. The Bon Appetit lady seemed very confident. I basically coated them. Now, what you're gonna do is kind of get the air out of here. Gently. Don't smash the crackers. And you're gonna leave it overnight.
What?
I know. So what I did was I stayed up really late watching TV. So I put it in at 10:30, and then I flipped it and then went to bed. You don't have to do that, but don't put it in the refrigerator. Turkey feathers.
Turkey feathers.
I don't know. I'm gonna set this aside overnight. Here it is.
Wow.
Now those have been soaking overnight.
And they're not falling apart.
They're not, which I'm surprised as well.
I bet they're gonna taste fantastic.
I think,
Like,
it might be an amazing snack. Now, because we followed their recipe, instantly I start thinking about what else you could do. First of all, you could make your own crackers, right? Secondly, you could use a different kind of cracker with a different flavor, crunch, and profile. It may not work. You could use Tristicks, you could use...
Triscuits.
I know, but that's how my dog George couldn't say Triscuits, so he would say Tristicks.
Oh.
He also couldn't say brisk. He would say bricks.
Oh.
Poor George, my dog George, he had a pronunciation.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna use gloves, and you can as well. The reason I'm wearing gloves is because this is very stainy, you know? Surprise, surprise, all the excess liquid has been absorbed by the saltines.
And they're not soggy.
They're really not.
That is a miracle
Look.
on ice. Let me check it out.
You could probably eat it.
You could. Oh. They're already good. I mean, let's be real. It's oil. It's got to be good. It's flour and oil
Get to work.
with flavor. What's my job?
You're setting them down.
Oh,
Wow, these are kind of a revelation.
they're beautiful.
Okay, gently peel these off.
Those are firecracker.
Now these go in a strangely low oven for 15 minutes. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a great snack.
Amen.
And I think the use of saltines is kind of cute. Let's take it to the stage.
Oh.
Just exit this way. Rotate. Rotate. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna put these in a 250 oven. Here we go. 15 minutes. Let's see what happens. If that works, it's Christmas level snack.
It's like a life changer, guys.
It's a Christmas level snack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Hanukkah.
Firecrackers.
Turkey feathers. While we wait for the crackers, can I show you something that
Yes.
I made you, but I forgot it, so you'll get a hard copy eventually?
So the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
That's right, you taught me that. This is what it was based on, so you need to see this. Do you remember We Magazine?
Yes.
It's for the man of the world, We Magazine. It's the 1970s sexy
I
magazine.
remember the magazine.
Okay. Did you see the copy on there? It's important.
Okay. Rules for Red China. Getting to the bottom of Deep Throat, which I just recently watched. Goa, Gateway to Somewhere. The Truth About Older Women. Plus, Vets Get the Shaft. Alfred Hitchcock Tells All. The Last Word on Hi-Fi. Wondrous Shoes. And Better Girls Than Last Month.
Now, if you would stroll to the right. Other way.
Oh, they're so sweet.
Now, you must read the copy on that one.
For the dogs of the world. Getting to the bottom of Deep Bowl. The truth about older bitches. China Blues for Red Rover. Vets Get the Shaft. That's funny.
Thanks.
The Last Word on Hi-Fi Low Shed. And Better Dogs Than Last Month. Plus, Hot Mama Maud and Sweet Joni. Those are awesome.
They're only $79.99 if anybody wants one. Reach out.
Here you go. That's awesome, James. All right, the crackers are ready. I'm going to go get them, okay?
Oh, they look beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, so they smell incredible. I'm going to let these cool down. Should I eat it?
Yes. Is it great?
It's superb. Now you can play with it. You don't have to put spicy seasoning. I was thinking lime, pepper, and salt would be amazing.
I'm going to try one.
Take one with a little less spice.
Yeah. Like my men.
If you got those in a bar, you'd ask for 2 bowls of them.
Those are fantastic.
They're fantastic.
For the record, my men are spicy.
Firecrackers. Holy cow. Thank you, bon appetit. And please make these, you guys. Flavor them with whatever you want.
They're about 75% better than before we put them in the
They're
oven.
about 75% better than before we put them in the oven. Yeah, they're excellent. Firecrackers. Cheese ball. So what is a cheese ball, you may ask? Well, a cheese ball, apparently, according to the internet, is cream cheese, some flavorings, rolled in somehow into a ball with your hands, which I don't understand because it has cream cheese in it. And then you roll that in chopped pecans. Now, in theory, it sounds okay.
No, it sounds terrible.
I think it sounds okay.
Okay.
When did people eat them? What are they for? I was born in 1963 and I've never seen a cheese ball. I asked my brother when we made the 70s birthday party episode. It's one of my favorite episodes. And I made chicken a la king. And my brother was like, "Are you gonna make chicken a la king?" And I was like, "That's 1 block of cream cheese." And Peter was like, "Are you gonna make chicken a la king?" And I was like, "Yeah." Meanwhile, my cousin, who had the identical upbringing, goes, "I don't know what parties you were going to. We just had pizza." I'm like, "You had chicken a la king."
Yeah, nobody had pizza in the 70s at parties.
Chicken a la king.
Yeah. A la. You were saying a la. Like
Well,
you're
in
a real
French,
New
it's
Yorker.
à la king, à la roi, it would be. Not
You said it more like you're a New Yorker.
ah.
No.
Chicken,
A la king.
ah. Oué, ah.
Ah.
Ah. This is cheddar. So you want to use as big an edge as you can find and just gently go like this.
Oh, okay.
In this case, go diagonally across. So these are scallions, which inexplicably they want you to put in.
Everything is getting worse and worse. There's going to be a twist to this story, the cheese ball story.
I don't know much about cheese balls.
Well, I think the twist will be that we're saying terrible things and it's going to be delicious.
Well, that's happened before. A teaspoon, so this much.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah. Stir it. Okay, now let's talk about seasonings. I have here this Hatch chili. Let's see. It's extremely salty, so I'm only going to use a tiny amount. It's from Simply Organic. I'm going to put a little bit of this. This is like smoked salt. We don't need a lot of salt. Let's get some lemon juice in there. Yeah, it's hard, right? Mm-hmm. You could definitely roll this into a ball, though. Grind some pepper in there, will you? I don't know.
What kind
Turkey
of
feathers.
Oh, no doubt.
Okay. We're gonna chop some pecans.
People have definite opinions about the way you pronounce that nut.
How do you say it?
Well, I do say pecans, but many people will correct you to say
Pecan.
pecan.
Oh, that's an affect. That's totally wrong.
Well, people don't want to hear about pecans because that's a thing.
Always check it before you put the item in. Hold on to your hat, Nick.
Yeah.
What part of the country is this from?
Cheese balls?
Yeah, Wisconsin or something?
Oh, actually, according to legend,
What?
Isha Brown. President Thomas Jefferson.
Somebody who had some cheese grated in a bowl and realized she could.
No, it really is from 1801.
That's fine, but I'm saying
In
that it was
Massachusetts.
invented because somebody had cheese grated in a bowl. I mean, I guess it's mixed, right? I'm gonna taste it. Yeah, it tastes fine. It tastes like something you'd have at somebody else's house. Is that a weird thing to say?
I don't have to taste it, right?
No, of course not. You should taste it just to see what you think.
Oh, you know what it tastes like?
Yeah. What?
When I went to summer camp, we used to...
Yeah, it has a summer camp flavor.
It tastes like when we used to steal white bread from the cafeteria or whatever. We sprayed Cheese Whiz on white bread with mustard behind the camp
That's
bunks when we were 10. And
Yum.
that's what that tastes like, Cheese Whiz.
Okay, glove time.
Ooh, I want to do this. This is like so fun. So mine has a little bit too much white and yellow variation. Can I
Yeah.
make it more even toned?
Cheese ball. It's easier than you think, actually.
I don't think people thought it was hard. The thing is, when do you eat it? When is it ready?
I think you can refrigerate it to firm it up a little bit. It's been manhandled by us. It's a little bit soft and gummy. You get a cheese ball and you get a cheese ball.
I'm here with the
Randy Shaw.
host of Dinner Party Tonight, and I'm wondering how you would actually utilize a
Well,
cheese
one
ball.
of the things you can do.
Feel free to speak right on top of me.
People apparently slice it, which would consist of pushing down a softened cheese ball and smearing the slice up onto your crackers. Some people serve it with crudité, with carrots and stuff like that. Cheese balls. I don't know. Now we're gonna make,
Pigs in a blanket.
not to be confused with the English pigs in blankets, which is sausages wrapped in bacon, sort of like devils on horseback. But they also have pigs in blankets there that are like this. So it's a little confusing. We're going to make sort of traditional pigs in a blanket, but we're going to use puff pastry instead of chemical-laden croissant dough from Pillsbury, which you shouldn't touch with a 30-foot barge pole. So we're going to use Vienna sausages because I couldn't find Little Smokies. So I bought Libby, which is a pretty decent company in terms of human rights and animal welfare. So this has very ordinary and absolutely normal ingredients, which are mechanically separated, which means a machine separated the chicken broth, water, and it contains less than 2% of salt, spices, beef, pork, sugar, some salt derivatives, flavoring, sodium nitrite, which is to be expected in a smoked product, and garlic powder. It's not that bad. I'm gonna open one of these cans.
Can't wait to hear the sound.
Ooh, it has a lot of liquid. I drained this, so let's take a look at this. Let's see what it looks like. Amazing.
Reminds me of my dog Pascal. I'm not kidding.
We're gonna roll out some puff pastry. Okay, this is puff pastry. If you're a dinner partier, you're not afraid.
I've never done it. Can you make croissant with this?
That's what it's made out of. That's what a croissant's made out of. And then you very gently do that. Don't put a lot of flour because you don't want to have big lumps of flour. Now we're just gonna thin this a little bit. Just a little bit. Like once like that, and then you roll it this way.
I make pizza and bread, you know.
Yeah, but then, just go like this, and then on this half.
Okay.
It's pretty thin. Okay, I'm gonna cut it in 3 strips. Turkey feathers. We're gonna make an interesting one with a thin piece, okay?
Cool.
The secret to using this stuff, it's many, many, many layers of butter, pastry, butter, pastry, butter, pastry. So the longer it stays out, the harder it is to work with.
Okay, so we got to get going.
Yeah, you gotta get going.
Okay, let's do
We need to make triangles.
Ah.
Make kind of big triangles, James.
Okay, no problems.
Okay, like that?
You have to move fast, you know?
We have to move fast because you can already feel it's starting to melt.
Yeah, it's really rude.
That's not really a triangle.
No, but it's an isosceles.
Oh, those are small, honey. Those are good. Those are dainty. People freaking love these. Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna paint this with a little bit of butter.
Great job.
Just a little bit. This is a fun thing. Kids might like to do this. So we're gonna make these on an assembly line. Just light butter like this.
Yes.
Frank, these are too big. Hold on, I'm gonna cut this in half. This is gonna be perfect. See?
Cute.
2.
I don't think it's bad if it has too much dough because that's so delicious. It's delicious.
Oh, what if you did that? Hello. That's the way to do it.
Oh my God, look at that.
They're sort of beautiful, aren't they? I'm gonna paint these so they stay shiny like.
I like everything with the smell of the Vienna dogs.
I don't mind the smell. I mean, it smells
You never taught
old-fashioned.
preschool.
No.
It smells like a lunchbox at 3 o'clock after lunch, after the nap.
That's true. I think we can stop. These look terrible, but what can you do?
You can do them better, but we didn't.
I didn't make them very beautiful, but
I think there's only one thing to say.
what?
Turkey feathers.
I agree.
Which, if you want us to reference, there is a sign that says turkey feathers over there. Look, I'm gonna make a little. If you have extra dough, make a croissant, snail.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
I'm gonna stick it. All right, guys. They're a little bit of a mess, but apparently people love these so much that it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna put them in a 380 air fryer, in other words, convection oven, until they're golden brown. They're gonna break apart also, I predict. They're not gonna stay stuck. Okay, let's go. Okay. It's the first time I ever made these, but they could look better, I think.
Yeah, I'm ashamed.
I think you should cut the triangles like very small, like this, and just wrap it so it goes around once. And the base of the triangle should be shorter than the franc. These are in a 380 convection oven for approximately 15 minutes, but really go on just done this. Is it crispy and flaky? Pigs in blankets. I don't know which one of these you guys think are usable. So we had what can only be described as a titanic fail with the pigs in blankets, where they're more like pigs on a blanket or pigs trying to escape a blanket. I'm gonna tell you exactly what not to do. Look at this, please. Pig on a raft. Pig escaping a raft. Life of pig. There's probably 2 or 3 we can use in the beauties. I'm showing you this as if it's behind the scenes.
Look at the cubist pig.
Explain that. So I'll tell you what happened very quickly. When we were rolling them, we painted them with butter, which I incidentally knew was a mistake. And I said, there's a mistake in this recipe, and it was that. The bottom of the inside should have been painted with egg wash, so when you rolled it, it self-sealed, and then it should have been permanently sealed by me. I was carefree about it a little bit, and they all opened. Also, the pieces we used were too big. This What happened here?
He jumped ship.
So yeah, you have a fail every now and again. What are you gonna do? So pigs on blanket, pigs escaping blanket, life of pig, completely enclosed, inexplicably sealed like a mummy pig, ballerina pig. What you wanna do is use less pastry and seal it really carefully. That said, the little nuggets are great. Today we made some fabulous snacks. We made potato chips, melon pickles. How delightful are they? We made firecrackers. Baby, you're a firecracker. We made a cheese ball, turkey feathers. And we sort of made pigs in a blanket, also known as pigs in a tragedy. Who doesn't like a snack? Snack it up. James,
Jim,
thank you.
thank you.
I had a blast.
Me too.
What did we make? We made some awesome things. You know, here's the thing about snacks. People are like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Listen, your diet doesn't consist of oiled crackers, potato chips, pigs on parade on blankets or whatever it is we made, and cheese balls. These are snacks. These are not things that make up your main diet. So having a few snacks is not going to kill you. Okay?
And if they do make up your real diet, it's okay too.
Well, this cannot be your real diet. But we have our sort of Titanic Hindenburg of pigs in blanket. We managed to salvage 5 that were slightly less misshapen than the other ones. And we did save this very special one for Jyllian called Pig Looking Out a Window.
Or pig as cannonball fire off the side of Fort Knox.
Yes.
How do you think a person would eat this?
I would open your mouth wide and stick it in.
If ever.
Come on.
And this is definitely delicious.
So that was pig looking over the side of a rowboat,
Yeah, try that.
otherwise known as pig looking out a window.
Looks don't matter. It's delicious.
I first met Jyllian because Jyllian was in a playwriting class at Playwrights Horizons, and we were matched bizarrely. I thought her play was great.
And she made it great.
And then we became friends, and then you moved to San Francisco, and we lost touch for a little bit.
And then I saw you on the turban on the
I
street.
wasn't wearing a turban.
And then that was how we reconnected.
I wasn't wearing a turban.
And she was in the turban. I had seen her.
You know, I just wanted to take a second to give a shout out to Chris Braca, hopefully related to the Braca who discovered the language center called the Braca Center, which is where we learn language. Perhaps, maybe not. But Chris Braca, we want to raise a glass to you because you made the Ritz Cracker canapes one of my favorite things in the world. I think you might enjoy some of these ideas, Mr. Braca. Huh? You want to try this cheese ball?
No, but I'd love to try a chip and a melon
Go
ball.
ahead.
You try that. I want to see your face.
I don't understand this item. It's a mystery to me. It's a mystery to me. My yoga teachers, and Babette Godefroy has been watching our show, and she's like one of the best yoga teachers I've ever studied with. She's incredible. So I also want to say hi, Babette. Thanks for watching.
How is it? Let me try this beautiful chip. Can you believe this? Somebody made this?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
Us.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you right now, some of those are spicy, man. Oh, and melon ball fell.
That is a winner.
That's a burst of flavor.
Do you remember what it says on the back of my t-shirt?
James.
Good memory. In
I do
honor
have I got a Presnats.
in honor of our history, there's 2 things in this little parchment package. I thought about it a very long time and then made it really quickly.
Bruce Lee!
Some stickers.
I love these.
He's our
And
hero.
I have them on my recipe book, which nobody can touch. What a hero. Oh! Thanks, James.
Now we know.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, James. I love the color.
Oh, glad. It will look great on you.
Some chips.
Sure, cheers.
We can't thank you guys enough for sticking with us. I don't even know what to say. Do you know that every one of you subscribers is completely organic, meaning that we never did any of the stuff that other channels do, and you're so devoted, and it's so beautiful. And thank you from the bottom of our hearts, the whole team. You guys make this 100% more fun. And when you write in with requests and stuff like that, and just respond to us, it's like, you know, you think maybe it's okay to be alive. And we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we'll see you soon. We have lots more coming your way.
If you want to have me back, just put it in the comments.
Now, what we'd like you to write in the comments also is names of the sort of grim disaster of the pigs in blankets. Just take a look at a still and tell us some names you might have.
Pig missing pig, pig.
Pig missing pig, pig. That's good.
Thanks.
Anyways, here's to you. Who's like you? Damn few, and they're all dead.
And then I saw you on the turban on the street.
I wasn't wearing a turban.
And then that was how we reconnected.
I wasn't wearing a turban.
And she was in the turban. I had seen her.
It wasn't a turban.